Have you ever wondered what haircut would suit you best? It's a question that has left many scratching their heads. The world of haircuts is vast and varied, leaving room for a lot of confusion. Misconceptions abound, leading to some truly hair-raising mistakes. But here's a tip. Your face shape plays a pivotal role in determining the ideal haircut. So let's cut through the confusion together. Stay tuned as we unravel the mystery of finding the perfect haircut for your face shape. First things first, let's dive into understanding the different face shapes. So, to kick things off, let's talk about the oval face shape. Picture an egg upside down. This shape is generally balanced and even, with the forehead slightly wider than the chin. The cheekbones are typically the widest part of the face. This is the so-called ideal face shape, but let's remember beauty is subjective and individual. Next up is the square face shape. Think of a well-defined, strong jawline and a forehead that's roughly the same width as the jaw. The sides of the face are straight and the face is almost as wide as it is long. This shape has some seriously strong angles. Then we have the round face shape. This shape is characterized by soft angles with slightly wider cheekbones and an equally wide forehead and jaw. It's like a square face, but with softer edges and often with fuller cheeks. Moving on, let's talk about the diamond face shape. This one is a little rare. Here, the forehead and jawline are narrower than the cheekbones. When you look straight on, it's like looking at a perfect diamond. The heart face shape is next. Picture an inverted triangle. The forehead is wider than the cheeks and the chin comes to a distinct point. It's like the oval face shape but with a tapering chin. Lastly, we have the rectangle face shape. This one is similar to the square, but it's longer than it's wide. The forehead, cheeks and jawline are roughly the same width, giving the face a straight, elongated appearance. Quick tip, if you're having trouble visualizing these shapes, think of tracing the outer edge of your face with a marker. That should give you a rough idea of your face shape. Now that we know the different face shapes, determine which one resembles yours the most. Wondering how to figure out your face shape? It's simpler than you think. You don't need a degree in facial geometry, just a flexible tape measure, a mirror, and a little patience. First things first, let's talk about the key measurements that will help you determine your face shape. These are your forehead, cheekbones, jawline, and face length. Now let's break down how to measure each one. To measure your forehead, place the end of your tape measure in the middle of your hairline and stretch it to either the left or right temple. Write this measurement down. Next, you're going to measure your cheekbones. Start at the outer corner of one eye and measure across your face to the outer corner of your other eye. Make sure the tape is passing over the bridge of your nose. Moving on to your jawline, this one's a bit tricky. You'll need to measure from the base of your jaw, just below your ear, to the middle of your chin. Then double that number to get the full jawline measurement. The last measurement is your face length. Start at the middle of your hairline and stretch the tape measure down to the bottom of your chin. Now that you have all four measurements, you can start to compare them to understand your face shape. If your face length is the largest number, you might have an oblong face. If your cheekbones and face length have similar measurements, but the forehead and jawline are smaller, you probably have an oval face. If all measurements are fairly similar, your face is likely square. However, if your forehead and jawline have similar measurements, but your face length is the largest and your cheekbones are the smallest, you might have a rectangular face. Remember, these are just guidelines and everyone's face is unique. Don't stress if your measurements don't perfectly align with a specific shape. With these measurements in hand, you should be able to identify your face shape. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, matching your face shape to the ideal haircut. Let's dive straight in and start our exploration. First up, we have the oval face shape, considered the gold standard in the beauty world. If you have an oval face, congratulations! You can rock just about any hairstyle. From short buzz cuts to long, luscious locks, the world is your oyster. Popular choices include slicked back styles or a classic quiff, which balance out the length of the face. Next, we have the square face shape, known for its strong, angular jawline. The key is to soften the edges with some texture. Think tousled waves, side-swept bangs, or a crop cut with a bit of volume on top. Anything that adds height and roundness will complement your square face. Now let's talk about the heart-shaped face, characterized by a wide forehead and a narrow chin. A mid-length cut that adds volume on the bottom half will balance out your features. Also, a side parting or some sweeping bangs can help reduce the width of the forehead. For those with a round face, characterized by full cheeks and a soft jawline, adding height and length is the name of the game. Undercuts, pompadours, and longer styles that add volume on top are great choices. They elongate the face and draw attention upwards. Next on our list is the diamond face shape, distinguished by high cheekbones and a narrow forehead and chin. A haircut that adds width at the forehead and chin area, like a fringe or a textured bob, will flatter your face. Moving on to the oblong face shape, longer than it is wide. The goal here is to add width and avoid adding height. Try a haircut with layers and volume on the sides, like a side-parted style or a shaggy cut. Finally, we have the triangle face shape with a wider jawline and a narrow forehead. Soft layered cuts that add volume on top and narrow down at the jawline are perfect. Think textured pompadours, messy top knots, or a classic taper fade. Remember, these are not hard and fast rules, but rather a starting point to help you find a style that suits your unique face shape. Hair is an incredible medium to express your personal style, and the right cut can enhance your natural features and boost your confidence. But also don't forget this. Trends come and go, but your comfort and self-expression should always take precedence. Don't be afraid to experiment with different looks and step out of your comfort zone. After all, hair grows back and there's always room for a little adventure in styling. Remember, these are just guidelines. The best haircut is one that makes you feel confident and comfortable. So we've covered a lot today. Let's recap. We kicked things off by diving into the fascinating world of face shapes, a critical starting point in your quest for that perfect haircut. We learned about the 6 primary face shapes: oval, round, square, rectangle, diamond, and heart. Each shape, unique in its own way, impacts how different hairstyles will look on you. But understanding face shapes is only the first step. The real magic happens when you can accurately determine your own face shape. We explored a simple yet effective method to do just that. All you need is a measuring tape, a mirror, and a little bit of patience. By measuring the width of your forehead, cheekbones, jawline, and the length of your face, you can figure out your face shape in a jiffy. Remember, it's not an exact science, and don't fret if you find yourself between 2 shapes. Then we moved on to the fun part, choosing a haircut that suits your face shape. We walked through a variety of hairstyles, each designed to complement a specific face shape. For oval faces, we saw how short on the sides and long on top styles work wonders. For the round faces, we discovered that adding height and volume at the top can create an illusion of length. Square faces rocked the buzz cut and crew cut, while rectangle faces shone with longer, balanced hairstyles. The diamond faces dazzled with side part styles, and heart faces looked great with mid-length and long hairstyles. But here's the thing, while we've laid out guidelines, they're just that, guidelines. There's no rule book to perfect hair. The most important thing is that your haircut makes you feel good. It should reflect your personality, your style, and your confidence. After all, your hair is an extension of who you are. So, armed with this newfound knowledge, it's time to take the leap. Experiment, try out new styles, maybe even surprise yourself, and remember, it's not just about how the haircut looks, but also how it makes you feel. Now you have all the tools to find your ideal haircut. Go out there and make heads turn with your new look.